What is up, guys? Orion Lonestar here, bringing you another episode of Agrarian Skies. And like I told you guys before, on this episode, I'm going to give you kind of a quick run through of bees and my setup that I've got going on. First of all, uh, what I wanted to do is, get to my industrious imperial bees, which I have already done. At the moment, I'm actually working on making sure I can get them all pristine stock, which, if I've read correctly, means they won't die out in later generations. So that's what I'm doing over here, and I kind of played with both the industrial and regular apiary. You know, looking through it, I think it was a little easier setting these up on an automated system, the industrial apiaries, and you can do pretty much anything, and even more so with the industrial apiaries than the regular apiaries. Right now, I've got production upgrades, lifespan upgrade, which makes their life shorter, and an automation upgrade. I did have lighting upgrades as well in here, um, but ever since I've got a little deeper into the gendistries, genetics aspect of the bees, I've been actually giving all my bees faster speed, a shorter lifespan, higher fertility, the ability to work at pretty much ignores what time it is, so they're always working. I started off with just 3 industrial apiaries, built up, lifespan, automation, all that. If you guys want me to take you through a step by step in a later video, let me know in the or in the comments. But what I have done, you saw when I completed the one quest where I got just my basic meadows and forest princesses and drones. Um, this setup right here is actually what you need to do. Is once you've got, just breed pure breeds until you've got plenty of stock before you start mixing them and crossbreeding them to get the different bees. But from what I did, I took my Meadows Princess and actually a forest drone, and instead of breeding them in there, which you get a chance, I wanted to go through it fairly quickly. So I got an advanced mutatron and a mutagen producer. Uh, was using redstone and glowstone to fill it up. And what I was basically doing, I'd put the queen here, a drone here, and down here you actually get to choose what species you want. So, or what gene you want. So let's go down here. Let's grab me a Meadows Princess and come up here and grab me a Forest Drone. Doesn't really matter on if they're hybrids or not, but as you can see, it's giving me the choice of commons or the leporine. I don't have one of these yet, so I'm probably going to go for this. But you'll also notice is that it's an ignoble stock. From what I understand, after a few generations, uh, the queen will not produce a princess. So keep that in mind when you guys start breeding your bees. I'm going to go with the leporine, and as you see, it does take one genetic labware. And there you go. I've got a Lippering Queen. I don't know its traits yet, so I do have an analyzer. So I'll get it analyzed, filled with honey, which I've got my squeezer over here that I had honey drops in. And as you're breeding up your bees, you'll have enough for a ton of honey drops. So it's not something I'm really worried about. As you see, 808 honeycombs, which pretty much means I have 808 honey drops on top of everything. I do have a fourth one here. What I'm, like I said, trying to do is I'm trying to breed the pristine stock so that when I really get into crossbreeding, yeah, see, these are all ignobles right down here. I do have a couple pristines still in here, but I've also been getting rid of a lot of my hybrid bees just to get genes. Um, right now, I'm just doing it the easy way with the genetic template, slowly building up all the stats I want for my bees, and eventually, I want to be able to breed, my perfect bees, getting everything I'd want, like redstone. I think there's a glowstone one. Nether items like nether skeleton fragments. I mean, you can do a lot with the bees, and well, let's go take a look. I mean, you got a ton of different species of bees, plus, well, actually, princess. I mean, some of these will give you pyrethrum in dust, or yeah, blazing pyrethrum. But I can't say it. Uh, looks like you got even some for Thaumcraft, and I mean, all it starts off with is two bees, and you can get quite a few. You can't get all of them. All the initial bees, all your hive bees that you get from the various hives, which I've got a few quests I've already completed in the bees and trees. I'll get to those in just a minute. But you need the different hive ones to eventually get your higher end item specific bees that you're really going for. So that's what I'm working towards right now. When I crossbreed them, I use the advanced mutatron. Uh, if I need more honey drops or honey for anything, I got my centrifuge here, squeezer, and to help save space, because I actually had these three almost full till I started getting rid of kind of my junk bees for getting, yeah, little gene samples from each of them, just to free up space. And then let's see, I still have a couple more things I can add to my little bee tower here. Uh, I did get the idea initially from Generic Bee, his Agrarian Skies setup, but I decided to hook up my applied energistics to it, and I really don't use these apiaries anymore. I do got some of these going on, but really haven't been paying attention to them. I know, shame on me, but I've got plenty of purebred bees right now. I just need to kind of work them up into the pristine. And I've almost got these last three taken care of before I really get deep into the bee breeding. But as I said, I have completed a few quests, so let's go take a look at that. Okay, I've completed more than a few quests. I've got 11 quests I've completed. So we'll start off at the top here, learning the sky block. I went ahead and killed my 3 zombies, so let's claim that reward. Half a heart and an apple. And then auto packaging, which is another half of a heart. And most of what I completed was just the crafting. So like to craft an auto packager, a couple pistons, a crafting table, reception coil, and iron. So I went ahead and completed that. Nothing really major. Let's go ahead and craft our full heart here. Okay. Go back out. In Hell's Kitchen, I went ahead and completed the Spice It Up, which was just things to do with milk and water. Cherry jelly sandwich and a full heart. How to get this type of fresh milk over fresh milk right out of a cow. You get the bucket and a cow, get that milk that way. Then put it through your crafting grid again, and you get the other milk. Fresh milk. Yes, they have the Pam's Harvest Craft base. They say just a bucket of milk. You get 4 of those, which is a good thing to have in your crafting recipes that your computer can do. That way you can just get a bunch of milk, pipe it in, add a bucket, you'll be good to go. So then that's a full heart and some sandwiches. Yes, I said sandwiches. We'll eat that heart. And I also made me a glacial precipitator. I'll use that probably in time. Check this out. Okay, consumable. And we got a good reward bag, so let's take a look at that there. Regeneration. That one's okay, I guess. Oh, and one thing about bees, if you don't pay attention, um, you will fill this entire thing up, like all this grass here. I only put down like 6 or 10 of each, and I've actually had to clear out this front section multiple times. So if you need flowers, that's a real good way to get them. And now it unlocks all these other quests, which are just single detection quests, and they'll unlock my heavier quests later on. Let's go to bees and trees. I went ahead and made my scented artificial hive and my scoop, which I used to get everything started. And with the previous reward of the forest and meadows, I went ahead and, like I said, got my industrious and imperial bees going. So now we'll get modest princess and some meadows princess and a reward bag. The meadows I'm not too concerned about. I've got plenty of meadows bees, but the modest ones will be able to get me a little further in my beekeeping to get all the ones I want. And as you can see, I did get the, what is it called, the apiaries database, uh, to kind of help me keep track of the things that each bee normally does before I mutate them. I can go through here and figure out, okay, I don't have any of these bees yet. That'll come later, but it'll most likely turn into another type of bee. Most of them will most likely turn into a cultivated or a common, and it does that with each species. So, like this one right here, okay, a meadows and something creates a new species. One thing I did figure out, meadows, is if I right click on the bee, go in here, I can look to see, what type of combinations that there are. And I know like one of the missing ones is I do got diligence, so I can make the rurals. I don't know what the rural queen or rural bees produce. Wheat and comb. Oh, that can produce wheat for me. Hmm. Yeah, I can set up a farm for that because I need the seeds as well. Excuse me. But anyway, let's go back to the quest book here. And we also got cultivating bees, which is make an apiary. I already made that. So now I got marshy and tropical hives, which will be good because hopefully I can get a valiant bee, which I need so I can get the bees that make redstone. So I'll look at those a little later. Looks like I've got two greater reward bags. Let's open those up. Corn, blackberry, and lettuce. Okay, not the greatest. Latticed heth. Oh, it's a butterfly. A nocturnal butterfly. Huh. Well, I don't know about butterflies whatsoever at the moment. I'll put those in there. So I might just go ahead and throw this butterfly in my main system. Full heart I need to eat. Let's clear up our inventory a little bit. Oh, and I've been working on the leaves. Coming together quite nicely, I think. I still have a lot to do to, get it looking just the way I want it. And then before I start building my house, I have gone ahead and made me some elevators so that if I decide not to use my jetpack, I can jump up and down whenever. Or if I don't want to use my warp book, yeah, I've got all those filled up. I'm getting these. Ooh, quite filled. Ooh, nope, filled up. And starting on these. I'm going to have to do a little inventory cleanup at some point. So now we're all caught up with the bees and trees. My next quest, I have to make a treealizer, beealizer, honey drop, and really nothing that I want other than maybe the bags. Go back out for the hoarding. Went ahead, just crafted my deep storage unit. That one, a good bag, and a full heart. Wooden sword with silk touch. Yay. Yeah, I know I sound so excited on that one. Go back out, and that just pretty much unlocks all these little quests right here. I plan on starting work on some of those next episode. Go with the flow. Did this one, made my fluid tank. I'll get my reward bags there. Fluid management, made my import and export bus, made my storage monitor, and then made my liquid crafter and cyclic assembler, which is going to give me some fluid storage, buses, hearts, and we'll go with the reward bag because I don't need any flukes, crystal, or reactor casings. So that's two graders and a basic and black swallowtail. Not bad, not bad. I can get into butterflies later. Hopseed sapling. Hmm. And some glass wings. Okay. I know absolutely nothing about the butterflies yet. Uh, so I'll have to look into that for a later episode. Milk, just half a heart. So two full hearts. I think I got some hearts in here too. A quarter. So we'll throw you in there. And I think that's about it on my quests. Um, oh yeah, duh. I finished steel powered flight. I went ahead, made one steam turbine and turbine housing. I will need some turbine glass a little later. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the reward bag. So hopefully, okay, they're graders. Okay. Maybe I should have gone with the glass. Might have come out a little better. Other than a potion of flight, which I can already fly. And I think that about wraps it up on all the quests. Oh, I'm sorry. That was horrible of me. So yeah, let's go take a look down here. Haven't really added anything other than, a sawmill, which I just got the simple oak and rubber wood pattern put in. Because if I'm going to craft wood planks, I might as well get the most out of them that I can. I still have my one system going, my auto ore processing and ore smelting. But let me show you. Ooh. So far, it looks like I've got 139 yellorium dust just off my sieving sand. That's a little tongue twister there. Sieving sand. So let's go take a look at that. I think I stopped running it for a little bit. Oh my, I need to definitely stop running it now. I guess I forgot about it for a little too long, and now It's full. Wow. That's a lot of sand. No, not you. No, I got quite a bit of dust as well. But that's going to help give me redstone, so I'm not too worried about it. And if I go here. Okay, yeah, I've used about 4,000 sand. I've made quite a bit of glass. Um, yeah, and otherwise, pretty much all I've been doing is breeding bees. Slowly working on my tree. Let's go take a look at this here. I'm using almost 1,000 RF a tick now, and I'm still doing great. As you saw, I can make yellorium dust pretty quickly now. Yeah, with these, it's a little easier to sort by name. Oh, good, I got a new unwary princess. Genetics, I'm not too worried about right now, because before I actually put these in a breeder or a industrial apiary, I plan to get my stats that I want on all my bees. Fast speed, shorter life. I can and probably will change that in the future once I get a good species that does have a longer life. I think I might have, let's see, effect none, speed, flowers, lifespan shortest. Short, shorter. So yeah, I do plan, like I said, to get bees with longer lives bred up into here. Main one that I was looking for is fast working speed. I had to go through quite a few different bees to get that. I wonder if I have any industrial pristines. Yeah, there we go. Industrious, pristine. Do I even have Imperials up in here right now? No, I have Majestics. Let's take out automation. We'll throw my Industrious in there. That one in there. And I know I have a pristine princess here. And let's go with an Imperial drone. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this works. I take my Imperial Princess. She's been through it before, I believe. Let me find out here. Yeah, I've got them on Fertility 4, Lifespan Shorter, Speed Fastest, Effect Beatific. I have bred them with the gene Nocturnal. Hey. So, put my Imperial drone in here. Again, it just takes genetic labware and a genetic template with different traits on it. Does its thing. Oh, wrong one. And I should get a Imperial drone But now you'll see that it has, shorter, fast work speed, what it produces, nocturnal, still producing royal jelly and comb. Okay, now I want to put you guys in there. And this is kind of how I check for peer species. Is I'll breed them and let everything pop up in here, and if all the drones stack, that means they're all the same trait, which is most likely going to be the trait of the drone that you had mate with your queen or your princess. Um, both, like I said, I've ran them both through my, genetics so that I can get a large amount of bees quickly and have enough supply that I can actually start crossbreeding really quick. So, I've taken the automation upgrade out so that, when the Imperial Queen has lived her life, she's not going to automatically put the new princess in here as well as the drones. This is just so I can check them, and I've done it with each kind that I've been working up to pristine. Um, I think I actually had one pristine initially of each one, but I was breeding ignobles more because I had more of them. So I'm pretty much redoing the entire step, which crossbreed these, you get the common, crossbreed a hive and a common, you'll get a cultivated, and you just work from the last species that you had. Make sure you have extra queens and drones. Breed it with the new line once you've built it up a little bit. When you come to the cultivated, when you mix it with a common, you actually have a chance of going two different paths. But if you're doing it with the advanced mutatron, um, you can do it actually fairly quickly. You can choose to go, the Imperials first or the Industrious line first. And, then again, you breed the Diligent with the Cultivated, you get Unweary, Diligent, you get your Industrious. Uh, and once you get here, if you've got enough different hive bees or more specialty bees, your upgrading is going to be a whole lot quicker. Yeah, see, all my drones were the same. And I got my Imperial Princess, which means everything that should come here after is just going to be either a copy of this queen or this drone, and we've already ran it through the imprinter to get the genetic traits I wanted. So, these are going to go fairly fast, and I'm going to put it back on here so that any extras go down into there. So for right now, I think that's going to be it. I just wanted to get caught up with what I'm doing. I've been having a lot of fun looking into the bees on how to get what bees I wanted. And, from time to time I go work on my tree, putting up more leaves. I still need to build me a deck here. That might be coming next episode. And I've decided that's about where my next floor is going to be, so I've already put an elevator there so that I can start putting down the floor. And might put a balcony out there, make this kind of my sitting room, maybe bedroom, before I do the next floor and then start the tower. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Take care and peace.
Yeah.